So guys, our official language here in Nigeria is English. Because some of you look at Nigerians and say, oh, they do not speak English. We speak English here in as much as we have so many ethnic groups and we have so many languages. Our official language is English. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Uche, and if this is your first time on this channel, you're highly welcome. So guys, in this video I'm going to be reviewing two books from two Nigerian authors. So the first on the list is Stay With Me by Ayobami Adebayo. But before I delve into this review, I just want to give you small background information, and this is for the benefit of the viewers who are not Nigerian. So I just feel there are some things you need to know about Nigeria that will guide you as this review is going to progress. So the first thing is Nigeria is a country in Africa, and we have about 250 to 300 ethnic groups. So Nigeria is actually very big. It's a very big country and very populous. And we have about 500 spoken languages. The ones that are known, because it's not everything that is known. So the ones that we know, there are about 500 spoken languages. Now, for this book actually has its setting in the western part of Nigeria. So let me explain that. But the three major tribes we have in Nigeria are the Igbo, Yoruba, and the Hausa. So the Hausas, they are mostly found in the northern part of Nigeria, while the Igbos are found in the eastern part of Nigeria, and the Yorubas are found in the western part of Nigeria. So as I was saying about the setting of this book, so the setting is actually in the western part of Nigeria. So now we're looking at a Yoruba couple, and the two main characters, we have Akin and Yejide. So they are married in this book, Stay With Me, and they love each other from the progression of the book. They love each other. And another thing as it concerns the setting is there's a way the book is written. So the present and the past, they're actually blending together. So it's not how do I put this? So the way it is in this chapter, we can be talking about they can be talking about something that happened in the past, and the very next chapter they're looking at the present. So there's a blend between the past and the present, and the time setting is actually around 1985 to 1986, and that was during the military regime in Nigeria. So guys, let's delve into the story. First things first, Yejide and Akin, they're a married couple. So Akin actually started going after Yejide in when she was in the university. I think it should be Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Osun State. So the funny thing about how he met her was he went with some other girl on a date, on a movie date. Then he saw her. So from how Yejide is described in the book, she's very beautiful. Like she's an ebony beauty, and Akin is a fine guy in his own terms too. And so he saw her during the while they were watching the movie, and she had another date. So when they got outside, and that was it, he went to talk to her, and before you know, they got married. So one thing about Yejide's background is that Yejide is actually from a polygamous home. So her dad had about, is it three wives? So her own mom, she lost her mom while her mom was giving birth to her. So she hasn't known love while growing up. So there was just this, there was no love for her. And then her father, that was the only person who loved her the most, died. Then came Akin. So Akin is like a prayer answered. But now the thing is, they got married. She had a good relationship with her mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law loved her very much, but the love started to diminish when years passed and there was no child. So now the thing is, here in the Nigerian society, yes, women might be pressured to get married and all, but the thing is, yes, you get married, but everybody is expecting you within a year you should be pregnant. Like nobody is asking, oh, do you people have your own personal reasons for not? You shouldn't even ask in the first place because it's none of your business. So if you see a child, fine. If you do not, say go be. But now the thing is, years have passed and there's no fruit of the womb, there's no child, nothing, nothing. And I feel in the Nigerian society, for you not to give birth, it's a sin in this our Nigerian society. So the sin can be pardonable if, okay, she has conceived before or she had a miscarriage. At least they will say, oh, okay, at least she's not a man. But the worst part of it is if you've not conceived at all. There you see people saying, oh, the man married a man like himself. So the point is, if a couple is not producing children, everybody is looking at the wife, nobody is looking at the husband. So as it is in this book, it just tackles that issue that we have in Nigerian society. I can't say about other societies, so I'm going to say about my own Nigerian society because I'm here in Nigeria. I've seen this kind of things happen, and we also look at Yejije's desperation for a child. You know, there's no hospital she didn't go to. She visited doctors. She visited prayer houses, babalawo houses, did so many things. And the one that she did that was actually uh, very much spoken about was one pastor she went to meet on a mountain. So the pastor told her to come with a goat. So this goat, she was supposed to take care of the goat like it was a newborn baby. So the pastor told her to look at the goat and, breastfeed the goat even. So after this, with the prayers and all, after this, she was assured that in 9 months' time, she will give birth to her own baby, even if she sleeps with her husband or not, that she's going to give birth to her own baby. Then after that, she starts this thing that they call false pregnancy. She begins to have symptoms of pregnancy, and at a point, I felt, oh, maybe the prayer actually worked, but she went to a false prophet. So is this condition they call pseudocyesis. So it's false pregnancy. There you have symptoms of pregnancy. It feels as if you're pregnant. She registered for antenatal. She was doing everything, seeing the doctor, but scan upon scan, they are telling her that, madam, there's no baby in your stomach, like you're not pregnant. And she was like, no, but she's feeling pregnant. So this desperation, this quest for a child, it began to affect her mental health. And at a point, the husband was feeling as if, oh, that she was maybe she was already going mental. And from what it seemed like, that was the case. And the worst part of it is that, you know while everybody was on her, get pregnant, get pregnant, get pregnant, the worst thing they went to do was they actually brought in another woman into the house. So, courtesy of her mother-in-law and her husband's family, they brought a baby Oku into the house as second wife. The thing was, she came down to her parlor to receive her visitors, her in-laws, and there's this girl sitting with them, this fair girl with red lipstick, looking all fine, younger than she is. And she's looking at them. She didn't put any thoughts to it. She didn't put any serious thoughts to it. Then as the in-laws started talking, they're like, that they brought this young wife for her husband, so that so that there will be no shame to the family, so that she can give birth. By the time she gives birth, who knows, God will open her own womb too, and she will start giving birth to her own children. And the crazy thing about it, her husband that she loves so much knows about it, but he didn't tell her about it. So she was just mad, like she was pissed, and she gave them spoiled beans. She recooked it, and when her husband came back, her husband was telling her that while he was driving them back to their village or wherever, all of them started purging. So he didn't eat the beans. So all of them started purging, and if it was good, and if it's a good consolation for her, the new bride actually could not make it to the bush, so she defecated on herself. But that apart, we saw that as the book progressed, Jejide finally got pregnant. Like, thankfully, she got pregnant, gave birth to the first child, and the fanfare was, oh my god, it was, hey, they spent money, something that something that you've been looking for a very long time, and you finally get it. Something as precious as a child. The celebration was over the top. Everybody was so happy, and you know, they were celebrating. And I think she gave birth to a girl, and everybody was happy. And before that, this thing with this new wife that they brought for Yejide's husband, that is Akin, she wasn't living with them. You would say good for her, but it didn't stop the new wife from, barging into Yejide's shop or her salon, barging into the place, telling her that that she should tell her husband, our husband, that I should visit her more often, that he wasn't always coming to visit her, that she, that if I get pregnant, at least it's for all of us, like, that kind of crazy stuff. And trying to just mark her territory and trying to show Yejide that me too, I get craze for head, that kind of thing. So back to where Yejide gave birth. She had the child, but before the child died, and everybody mourned about that. And it was on the naming ceremony. That was when the second wife. The next morning, when she came downstairs, they found out that the second wife was dead. So someone had pushed her from the top of the stairs. So they found her broken body lying downstairs. And so we're like, oh, one problem is out of the way. Then, before you know it, Yojide's child fell sick and the baby died. And she mourned that, but her womb opened again and she gave birth to the second child, which was a boy. And I think so she gave birth to a child, and you know the child was growing. The child was already enrolled in school, but before the child started falling sick again, and the child died. Two children already. So we have graduated from looking for the fruit of the womb, or looking for children, or hoping to conceive, to burying the ones that you've actually given birth to. So then she gave birth to the third child. And when she gave birth to the third child, like, she was emotionally detached from the child. She didn't give as much care to this third child as she had given to the two children that died. So it was the care of the baby was mostly left in the hands of her husband. So her husband was taking care of this third child, a girl. And at a point, then the child fell sick. The child fell sick, and that was where that Yedide just had it. Like, she didn't even stay to know if the child was going to get better or not. She just packed her things and she relocated. I think she went to Jos. So she moved to the northern part of Nigeria. Like, she packed up and left her husband, left the child. So in her mind, she felt, oh, the child had died. So as it concerns this book, like, it looks at the issue of sickle cell anemia. So these two children, the ones that had died, they were SS. They had sickle cell disease, and even the third child too had sickle cell disease. But I'm not going to. This is where I'm going to stop as it concerns this book, because I want you to read the book. I mean, the book was, there were different emotions for me. I felt it was so beautifully written. I felt like I was in sync with the character, especially Yejide. Like, I could feel everything she was feeling, and like, this book is something you just want to keep reading. Hey, God, what is going to happen? Hey, guys, and the twists to the book. There are so many twists to it. Like, there are different revelations that you will not see at the beginning, but almost at the end, and you're like, wow, this really happened. So the book is just surprising like that. It's a breath of fresh air. It's something nice. It's something beautiful. And have you seen the cover? Hey, my God! At first when I saw the book, Stay With Me, I was like, what is this book going to be talking about now? I didn't know what it was going to be talking about. I couldn't really guess. And even though I tried to, oh, it might be talking about relationship. Oh, my girlfriend, stay with me. My wife, stay with me. But that wasn't what it was talking about. So it wasn't really what it's no, it wasn't really what he was talking about. So now we're looking at mother and child. We're not looking at husband, wife, particularly. We're looking at mother, child. So guys, that's it for that book. The second book I'm going to be reviewing is The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abby Dari. Guys, Jesus. I'm sorry, guys, but hey, God, you know, for such a long time, I've been wanting to read books written by Nigerian authors. Like, I just wanted to read something that I could relate to. It was part of my reality. So and here I got to read two Nigerian books at once, guys. Prior to when I got this book, The Girl with the Louding Voice by Apitari, I'd seen reviews about it. Not too many reviews. I think I've just about two reviews, and I had high hopes for the book. I was expecting to laugh a lot. I was thinking, oh, it's just something humorous and a feel good read. But guys, I got the book. Into the second paragraph, I started laughing already because I like the main character's vibes. I like her personality. Her name is Aduni, by the way. So before I just start moving through that direction, guys, I want to just give you a little background information too. And this is for the benefits of the viewers who are not Nigerians. There are some things only Nigerians, I think, know that others do not know, and it's not your fault. It's because you do not stay in the Nigerian society. So that's by the way. So guys, here in Nigeria, we're actually colonized by Britain. So we gained independence from the British rule. We gained independence from Britain in 1960. So guys, our official language here in Nigeria is English. Because some of you look at Nigerians and say, oh, they do not speak English. We speak English here, in as much as we have so many ethnic groups and we have so many languages. Our official language is English. We speak English here, so we speak English very, very well. So we speak Queen's English because we are colonized by Queen Eliza. Don't mind, we were colonized by Britain, so we speak Queen Eliza's English. So, guys, we have the British English and the American English, but they are in different levels. The British and the American English on this level, and then here as it concerns Nigeria, then under it we have Pidgin English. Then after the Pidgin English, we have broken English, or you can call it broken bottle. So, guys, let me give you in-depth analysis of these cadres of English language that we have here in Nigeria. So guys, the British English, known as the Queen's English, our official language, yes. Then the Pidgin English. Guys, for the Pidgin English is just kind of like a substandard version of the English language. So this Pidgin English is actually when it's how it was invented. It was actually for the illiterate. So illiterate who cannot speak good English, who cannot speak the Queen's English, who cannot speak British English, they speak Pidgin English. But now the thing is, the thought was, oh, it was only illiterate that should speak Pidgin English. But now, if the illiterate want to communicate with the literate ones, how do they meet? So this Pidgin English is actually a bridge for illiterate to illiterate, then literate to illiterate. So they just meet. If you come here to Nigeria, Pidgin English is our official language. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but in as much as we have English language as our official language, the unofficial language that is very, very popular is Pidgin English. Now, you might meet someone from this part of the country who cannot speak pure English, but he would surprise you and he will speak pidgin English. So speaking pidgin English just joins all of us together, like is the common language, is the unofficial lingua franca that everybody speaks. I'm going to give you an example of what pidgin English sounds like. So in pure English, you could say, how are you today? Or how are you? Then pidgin English, you say, how you day? Then in pure English, you can say, have you eaten? Then in pidgin English, you have, you don't chop or you don't chow. You don't chop. So in English language, you can say, have you had your bath? And in pidgin English, you say, you don't bath. Sure, you don't bath. Abi, share, all those kind of things. They're just, they're just, we like say prefixes, abi, colloquial, blah, 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 blah. As it concerns pidgin English. So that's just the example of pidgin English. Then now, for the broken English, guys, the best way to understand this broken English or broken bottle is there's this program that airs here in Nigeria. I don't know if other countries have access to it, but here in Nigeria, it's called Jennifer's Diary. So the main actress, Jennifer, she speaks one kind of English, like she must speak English by fire by force. When she says diary, so she calls diary diary. So she says it in this kind of with this Yoruba accent, but the English is so broken, like it cannot be redeemed. So you have to like really really think about it before you understand what she's saying. So now I'm trying to think up examples. So she can say okay, can say I needing money. You know when someone says I needing money, okay, so what she actually means is I need money. And when she's saying something like she's a very bad child, she's a very bad child, or she's a bad child, so she just, there's this, I just want to speak English. You it's broken, you cut and join anyhow, shall speak English, just try and see if you can understand. Now this book, if you look at the title, the A Girl with a Louding Voice, it's written, if you look at it very well, it's actually written in this broken English I'm talking about, a girl with a loud voice. Normally you say a girl with a loud voice, but now I say a girl with a loud voice. So guys, the way this book is written is not written in normal English, it's written in bottle, broken English. So this reminds me of Color Purple by Alice Walker. But the thing is, as at then when I read Color Purple, it was so hard for me to understand. Like I had to keep reading it. I had to go over lines, over each line to really understand it. But I just kept reading it like that. But now with this book, A Girl with a Louding Voice, it's actually understandable. So don't think, oh, it's not written in normal English. Hey, I cannot understand it. No, guys, don't sleep on this book. This book is very, very interesting. It's inspiring. God, guys, this book is gold, like it's very very precious to me, like guys. So first things first, this book, it follows the story of Aduni. So Aduni is a young girl, 14 years of age, who grows up in the village, and um her mom dies, and she has an older brother. She has two brothers, an older brother and a younger brother. So her mom dies, and the responsibility of taking care of the family falls on her dad's shoulders, but like she's the deputy responsibility taker. So guys, then she things get worse for them because her mom was the one that was fending for them. So her mom dies, her dad decides to marry her off to one old taxi driver who has two wives and four kids already. So now the man has four daughters. So the man she was supposed to marry, his name is Morufu. So he has four daughters already. So Aduni is the third wife that is going to give birth to a precious son for him. So, and this Moruf that they brought for her to marry, in fact, is old enough to be her father. If not, he might even be older than her father self. And the crazy thing about it is the girl, Morufu's first wife, Labake, she's Aduni's mother's age mate. And Morufu's first daughter, Kike, is Aduni's age mate. So just imagine, just look at how awkward it is. So her father marries her out to this man, and Aduni is someone who loves education. She just wants to be educated. She loves schooling. She just loves anything that concerns school. And her own dream, her dream in life is to be a teacher. So she wants to, and even before she even got married, she was teaching. All these small children. She would just, even if it's alphabets, she would teach them. And she was teaching her younger brother too, Caius. So then they married her off, and she pleaded with her dad, her father, for them to, no, let's just try and manage things to get better. But he says he has to pay their house rent, so he married her off to Morufu. So Morufu is a taxi driver. So the crazy thing about it is that she's trying to talk to her own friends that that can they go with her to beg her dad not to marry her off, that she's still too young, she needs to go to school, and they are looking at her like she's one ungrateful person. Like their own, what is in their own mind is for them to just get married, not minding how young they are. She's just 14. Hey, she's just 14. And okay, so the first night when she went to her husband's place, that's to Morufu's place, the first wife already called her Ashewo. So Ashewo is a Yoruba word for prostitute. She calls her that. And the second wife, Khadija, she's pregnant already. So that one just kind of ignores her. But later on, um Khadija was actually very nice to her. So we moved on to her wedding night. Khadija was just trying to, console her and tell her that it's not that bad, that she should just close her eyes when her husband, their husband, wants to sleep with her. She should just close her eyes and think of a good thing, or she just, just think of good thing that could just make the pain, make it less painful for her. So she just goes like she just wants her mom. Like that part was just so emotional for me. And then Kajira leads her to their husband's room, and the foolish man was there already, taking firecracker. So firecracker is kind of like I don't know if I'll call it an energy booster. So it's to increase manpower. Can I even call it aphrodisiac? Buruntashi. So Hausa people, they have this thing they call buruntashi, just to make a man just go harder, and just manpower, extra manpower. You have the strength of 10 men to sleep with one person. So, and I'm wondering, this girl is just 14 years old. Buruntashi, firecracker. Oh my god, like it's not even funny. And she tries to, oh god, she didn't, no, she's, oh god, for her to go through that, and the man doesn't even take it easy on her. He practically rapes her. Jesus Christ, I could not cry. God, it was it was that bad. So he rapes her, and in his mind he was like, oh, in the next 9 months she should be pregnant with baby boy. So now when Khadija and Aduni, they actually get close to each other. So they're just kind of like, so Khadija just Aduni just finds a friend, kind of like a second mom in Khadija. Although Khadija is even younger, so Khadija is about 20 years old, and she has given birth to she's carrying the third baby in her stomach. So remember I mentioned that she was pregnant already. So Labake, that's the first wife, is just like the like she's not even having it easy on the other two women, because she feels like they came to collect her husband, they came to spoil her home, and she's just very brutal about it. And as time goes on, everybody is just she just kind of learns how to, and Katja keeps telling her that, oh, that she should just, that the joy being there is just for her to just produce, give birth to children. So as that society is, if you're a woman in that society, in fact, let's not even go to woman, if you're a girl in that society, your use Women are seen as nothing. Women should not even be educated in that society. That's what they think. So your use as a woman or a girl is for you to, is for you to get married, take care of your husband's house, take care of the family, give birth, and warm your husband's bed. So that's the only use for women there. So, and while Aduni is so fixated on going to school, is her mom actually wanted her to go to school. And here's her mom's story. Her mom could not marry the man she loved while growing up. And that was because the man she loved was from a wealthy home. So he was from a wealthy home and he was well educated. And when he came and said, oh, I love this woman, his family disagreed because they were of the opinion that she was not educated, so she's not good enough for their own son. So that was why she was like, oh, that this education that I did not get, my own daughter Aduni must get this education. And on her deathbed, she told this stupid husband of hers that make sure you send Aduni to school. And the man said, yes, 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 I will send her to school, don't worry, don't die, please, please, please. And immediately she dies, what does he do? He goes and sells her off to one stupid old man as a third wife so that she can give birth to son. So that aside, then I think she didn't even stay that long in the house. Then Khadija, Khadija, as it is there, Khadija is also desperate to give birth to a son for her husband. And when Khadija tells her own story, in fact, Adoni's own is even better. Kind of. It's not good, but in comparison to Khadija's story, at least there, Adoni was, they paid her bride price and she was married properly. But for Khadija, she was sold for 3 derikas of rice. So if you're not in Nigeria, I do not expect you to know what a derika is. But here in Nigeria, there's this canned tin, is big kind of, and when the tin tomato is taken out of it, so the can is actually used to measure rice. So she was sold for 3 derikas of rice. So now I do not have the derika here to show you exactly what I mean, but I have the half derika. So this is actually half derika. So now if Khadija was sold for 3 derikas of rice, that means she was sold for six cups of rice. Just imagine, what kind of rubbish is that? In fact, and she was married very early too. So that's how Khadija was having issues with the pregnancy. So she calls on Aduni to escort her to a neighboring village so she lied about it that she was going to see a midwife, but in the actual sense she was actually going to see her boyfriend. So this boyfriend of hers got her pregnant with the baby she has in her womb. So the thing was, she loved this guy, they loved each other before Morufu, that is their husband, came to marry her. And this her boyfriend that she had that time didn't have anything tangible to, so Morufu was kind of like their savior. So he married Khadija in exchange to be, fending for her family and giving her family food and everything. So she got pregnant with this third child for him. So she went there, and the crazy thing about it is that this guy that she got pregnant for, Bamidele, in his own part of the family, anytime a woman is pregnant, the woman is supposed to go to one particular stream in their village, with and she's supposed to have a bath with one special soap so that she will not die. So if she doesn't have this bath, she'll die. So unfortunately for Khadija actually dies there, and Bamidele abandons them because now he's married and his wife has a child coming. So that one is pregnant already. So he abandons them. And when Aduni goes to the house to go and call Bamidele that, come, oh, Khadija is already dead already. You said you were going to go and bring the special soap and you abandoned us, you left us there. Then his wife comes out and was like, she should go, that Bamidele is not here, that Bamidele has traveled, yada yada, all this stuff. And when Aduni insists, the lady tells her that if you do not go, I'm going to call you a thief. and jungle justice. So this particular, it just looks at jungle justice here in Nigeria. So I don't know, jungle justice is a thing here in Nigeria. Like, if you're, oh my god, if you're unfortunate enough, may God remove us from harm's way. But if you're unfortunate, somebody, the crazy thing, they will not even ask what do you do. Everybody will just, they will just come out. For once they just hear ole ole ole. So ole is a Yoruba word for thief. So if they just shout ole ole thief, they don't need to use their ear to hear that ole. They'll just come out from anywhere, put tie on your neck and burn you alive. Then it's not, maybe after the person has died, they'll not be thinking, oh, what did she even steal? Self nothing. They've killed somebody like that too. So she leaves the place, and that was a cue for her to run out of the village, because she thought about it. She actually went to meet her dad. She went back to her village, but now they are going to say Kadida is not alive to speak for herself or to say what happened. So they are going to say, oh, out of jealousy she killed the other wife. This same jungle justice is going to happen to her too. So the king of her own village is not even going to. So like, it's just like she escaped jungle justice twice. So she runs out of the village, and with the help of an old woman, her mom's old time friend, someone her mom helped, someone her mom used to give food. So with the help of the woman, who is just simply known as Iya, she's taken from the village to Lagos. So she arrives in Lagos to work as a maid for one woman who is known as Big Madam. And this Big Madam wants to kill her. Big Madam wants to carry the whole problem of her husband who is not employed, who is Big Daddy by the way, who is not employed, who chases anything in skirts, and just put on her head. So Big Madam is actually very, very rich. So they live in you know, the juiciest place, the classiest place in Lagos. I think that should be Ikoyi or so. So they live there, and their streets is just full of rich women and everything. So like, Aduni is maltreated there. So now Aduni staying in Big Madam's house, she is only allowed to eat once in a day, and that is in the afternoon. So in the book, where Big Madam saw her eating when she was not supposed to be eating, instead of you to just leave the food, let the girl kuma finish the food, she poured the food and still beat her on top. So now, then this Big Daddy just comes in as a savior one day when Big Madam was beating her, and the Big Daddy was like, no, stop, don't beat her, you know, all those kind of things. But now this Big Daddy is a pedophile too, because now he wants to have relationships, he just wants to have this kind of relationship with Aduni. And Aduni is not, she's not even for it, because our major concern, because now the crazy thing about it, or the good thing about it, is that in as much as Aduni is suffering, you know, going through all this, like, she doesn't feel wanted. She can't go back to her village, because if she goes back to her village, they could kill her. Now she doesn't know anybody else in this Lagos, so she's just stuck there. So with the help of the chef in that house, that is Big Madam's house, she was able to register for one scholarship, and this scholarship is for domestic helps who are between the age of I think from 1 age till 15 till 15. So 15 is the maximum age. So they are to write an essay about anything, any given topic, and submit it. So the people that they pick will get the scholarship. So the person gets sponsored to school, and Aduni's dream was just to be, she just wanted to learn. She just wanted to go to school. She just wanted to have a proper education and be a teacher. She just wanted to be a girl with a louding voice. So how this title just comes into play is that it just means for a girl to have a louding voice. It's just for to be well educated, to be independent, to, you know, to be a person of substance. That's just so, like, when she speaks, so that in the future when she speaks, oh, people want to listen to her. She just wants to be someone that is just educated, bottom line. So with the help of one other lady who actually lives on that let's say their streets in Lagos, or the avenue in Lagos. So that one was able to teach her little English and everything, doing lessons for her, gave her a phone, and she finally submitted the essay. But now the thing is, you see, this big daddy, big madam traveled, and this big daddy tried to rape Aduni, and guys, wahala plenty. Like, I don't even know what to say, guys. See, just try and get these books that I've called out for you. This book is, you should read them. Like, there's just a roller coaster of emotions. One minute you're feeling this way, the other minute you should just read these books, guys. Just read them. And if you've read them, or you're planning to get them, or you do get them, and you finally read this book, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these two books. Stay With Me by Ayobami Adebayo and A Girl with a Louding Voice by Abidari. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So please, the comment section is open for you. Go there. Let me hear your thoughts on this, and even on this video too. So let's gist there. Let's just talk about these books there in the comment section. I would really, really love to hear from you. I would love to read from you guys. So let's meet in the comment section. And guys, do not forget to like this video. Just give me a thumbs up. Let me know that, oh, that your girl is doing well. Subscribe. Most importantly, guys, you should subscribe, guys. Like, why would you want to subscribe? Why not? So just do it now. Just subscribe so that and click on the notification bell so that when I post new videos, you'll be the first to know. Nobody has to tell you. YouTube just notifies immediately. You just rush on here and hear what your madam has to say. Guys, we are we got to be reading, though. We read all the juicy books, like we read all the interesting books. I'm going to come on, tell you what I feel about. And guys, please share this video to your friends. Share it. It's a palliative. You can loot it. Don't loot my channel. Just loot it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. If you've gotten to the end of this video, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.